Hey guys, it's your girl Kizzy Rock, and happy Monday to you guys. I hope you guys had a great weekend. So I'm not going to be too long today. Well, I normally say that, but sometimes once the spirit takes over, I have no control of how long the videos are, but I'm just assuming I won't be long today. Well guys, today I wanted to talk to you all about toxic family bonds and how they can be keeping you from your blessing. And that could be anybody in your family. That could be from a toxic husband, wife, a brother or sister, a mother or father, whoever. And it can also be from a friend standpoint of view, just toxic people that you're entangled with. And, many times, sometimes people think that soul ties mean someone, who you have been intimate with. And truth be told, I was ignorant to that fact as well. I always thought that soul ties would be, like a past lover, a former lover, of that magnitude. And yes, of course that happens, but you can also have a soul tie, unhealthy soul tie with a family member. And that can come from so many different ways. Well, you have different people in the family that plays different roles. You may be the one who've always been the go-getter, or the one that maybe your father left the family, and you were the oldest son, and you felt obligated to take care of your family and your mother, and or you may have been the female of the family, and your mother may have been addicted to drugs and never home, but because you were the oldest child, you were left to take care of your younger siblings. Well, at an early age, that labeled you as the caregiver of the family. So what has happened is that seed has been planted into you very, very early on, that you are the caregiver of everyone, that you are the one to take care of everyone. You are the one that everybody pulls at you, and you always have the answers. And as time go on, like, you find yourself being that person. And it's because that seed has been planted, and it's the norm for you to always give, and take care of people. And not to mention, if that father or if that mother walked away, you could also be dealing with a seed of abandonment. So when you're dealing with the seed of abandonment, then you're probably a person that always want to help and heal people, because you figure if you just help them, or you give, then they won't leave you like that parent did. You won't have to deal with that feeling of abandonment all over again. So it's a trigger. It's a trigger when, you're doubting if your spouse will leave you, or if a friend will leave you, if you don't financially take care of them, or if you don't give them this and give them that. It triggers you back to when that parent would never come home because they were in the crack house, or that father who said he was going to the store to get cigarettes and never came back. So it's a trigger. So in your mind, you want to keep taking care of people, no matter how unappreciated they are, ungrateful they are. Your whole thing is, if I just take care of them, they'll love me more. They won't leave me. So your love language is now giving and taking care of people. And by all means, as I always say, giving is, such a beautiful trait to have, for different reasons. For one, because that means you have a beautiful heart. Next, that means God is going to abundantly bless you, because he knows that your hand is never closed. So he's going to abundantly bless you so that you can help so many others. However, it's a fine line, because you have to understand where you're operating from. Are you operating from a place of abandonment? Are you operating from a place of a toxic bond of being the caregiver of the family? So you have to ask yourself where you're operating from. And what will happen is, most times, because you are giving, the people that you're helping, they expect that from you. Or because you do it all the time, they really don't even realize how much is taking from you when they're not being appreciative or grateful. So, we all want to be appreciated, no matter what we do. If we're doing good, we want to be appreciated. So when people are not appreciating your good deeds and your good works, it's hurtful. It is absolutely hurtful, because people expect from you. And then when you learn finally to say no, then guess what? Then there's another issue. They walk away from you, but that's okay. Let them walk away, because that is God showing you and revealing to you exactly who that person truly is. So the question of the matter is, were they with you because what you could do for them, or were they with you because they genuinely loved you? So that's something you have to ask yourself. Well, as I always said, and I stand firm with this in my belief, 2020 is the year of revelation and manifestation still, even with all the drama going on. With this drama going on, it's revealing to us who people really are, not just racism, of course that, in people in the world, and maybe even people on your jobs that may have racist seeds in them, like you're now starting to see them for who they truly are. But it's also revealing to you the people in your life, because some of these people are not even checking on you. Some of these people have not even picked up the phone to make a call to you. So a lot of things are being revealed right now, or you may not be able to help people financially as much because you may not be working currently. And now you're seeing people's true faces now that you can't help them financially. So this is the season of revelation. So people are being revealed, but it's also the season of manifestation. So what happens is, once God has revealed people's true intentions to you, he's going to have you cut them off, or they cut you off, because next the manifestation is coming. So if he's going to bless you abundantly, he doesn't want these people to go, because he's revealed to you their true intentions. So why would he bless you abundantly for whatever it is that you may have asked for? And it's not always money. It could be a spouse. It could be money. It could be joy. It could be peace. It could be so many different areas that he wants to manifest in your life. But he had to reveal people's true intentions so they're not a part of the manifestation. Because if they hurt you at the lower level, they'll hurt you at the higher level. So in this season, God is going to have you start cutting people off. And it's going to feel like a death. You're going to have to grieve some people, because some of these people are going to be the people most closest to you. And mind you, that could be for a season. That could be for a season that you just walk away to work on your mental health, that you walk away for a season to just work on self-care, to learn to put yourself first, because you've always put them first. So now God needs you to put yourself first. He needs you to become whole again. And then once you are whole, once you have, accepted the revelation that he's given you, that he wants you to love certain people from a distance, that he wants you to stop, being a band-aid for everyone. He wants you to stop playing God to everyone, because these people can never fall flat on their face to find God, because you're always there. You're always the band-aid, because you've always been that person. And listen, it's all you know. It's all you know. You've always been the one to take care of people. So it's all you know. So it's okay. But now, once he reveals it to you through spirit, through an individual speaking to you, as I am now, however he reveals it to you, if he revealed it through heartbreak to someone, did you do something for someone and they were ungrateful? And now you're so hurt. Your heart is so hurt that he is now saying to you, in order for you to get it, I have to break your heart. I hate to see you hurt, but I have to break your heart, because you won't listen and move these individuals out of your life when I'm telling you to. So it's the only way I know is to break your heart so you can be able to receive these blessings I have coming your way. You will not be able to manifest blessings by people, a group of people around you, family or not, who are dark, who are negative, who are ungrateful, who are toxic. It's a toxic soul tie, because you were taught it early on in life. It's generational norms. Your great-grandmother did it. Your grandmother did it. Was there for everybody, put their self last, lack of self-care, taking care of everybody else. Everybody else fulfilled, but you're empty. It's generational norms and generational curses. But at some point in life, you have to understand that you are not required to change people. You cannot change people. Even if you have now changed and you're realizing that a lot of the things that you've done was out of toxic bonds and toxic soul ties for people, well, you now have the revelation that I have to put the work in. I got to separate myself from people. As hard as it's going to be, I'm going to have to learn to say no. I'm going to have to get myself in therapy. If I can't afford it, I'm going to watch YouTube videos. I'm going to watch Instagram posts about mental health and anxiety and trauma bonds and all that stuff. You are in the fight for your life. You have to fight like you're fighting somebody in the street. In order to do that, sometimes you got to cut people off. You have to isolate yourself. And if you can't do that because you're a person who's used to, you don't like to be alone. If you can't do that, you may be forced into it. So God may allow some type of, a strife to appear, a disagreement where you're starting to, people are cutting you off or you're cutting them off. And it feels like death because you're grieving. You have to grieve the process, but you have to trust that once that grieving process is over, God is healing you. He is teaching you. He will start to put people in your path who will help you. These people will not look like the people that you're used to, but these people will help to heal you. The biggest challenge you're going to face is wanting to go back and heal the people that he had you to leave. And the biggest challenge with that is you're not whole yet. You're not healed fully. So they will stunt your healing. So because you are the caregiver, the most difficult thing you're going to face is that when you start feeling better in your process of healing, you're going to think like, oh my God, I feel so better. I have it all together. Let me go back and help my family. Let me go back and help my friends. And guess what? Because you're not whole, because you're not fully healed, they're going to suck you right back in. So now you're right back into that dark place. You're right back into that place of being abused and used. You're right back in that place of that toxic bond, that generational curses and all that stuff. You're sucked right back in. And before you know it, you're now vibing low. Your frequency is low. And that's okay, because God will reroute you again. He will allow something to happen again where it shakes you to your core, where you realize like, you know what, I can't do this anymore. So he'll get you back on that path. But this time you will know, I cannot go back. I cannot go back to that point until I am 100% healed, until I am fully whole. Once I am fully whole, then at that point, I will know how to set healthy boundaries. I will know how to say, I can't help you this time because I just helped you last week. I can't help you this time because you are refusing to get up here and stump grounds to find a job. So I can't keep taking my hard-earned money to helping you who don't want better. I can't come this time because I'm only off one day this week, and this is the one day that I need to rest. Yes, I would love to support you, but I can't do it this time. So once you are healed and you're whole and you know how to set healthy boundaries, that doesn't mean you don't help. By all means, you still help. You're required to help, but you're helping from a healthy place. You're helping from a place of wholeness, where you're helping others, but it's not pulling from you. It's an addition to what you already have. Guys, it's difficult. It's difficult. And this is not for everyone, because everybody was not the caregiver. You may have been the youngest child and everybody catered to you. So this kind of fight is not for you. This is for the individuals who have been the caregiver of the family. And you may be the youngest child and you still have been the caregiver of the family because you were more wise. So I just want to encourage you guys, your blessings are on hold until you get to a place where you are ready to have your heart broken and grieve the process of cutting away toxic bonds and generational norms and unhealthy soul ties with family as well as close friends, just to get to a place of wholeness so you can come back for them. I know I said it wouldn't be a long video, but as I said, once the spirit moves, I move. So I just want to encourage you guys, keep pushing. Do not give up. Your blessing is on the other side. You deserve it. It's your time. It's your time. You guys have a great one. It's your girl, Kizzy Rock.